So today we are starting the Vistas book and the highlighted chapters, The Tiger King, Journey to the End of the Earth and Memories of Childhood are deleted for the session 2021, and we are starting with the third level, first chapter of the book by Jack Finney. Now, here in the starting of the chapter, the presidents of New York Central, New York, New Haven, and Hartford railroads they swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two, but I say there are three because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. I here refers to Charlie, who is the protagonist of the chapter, and the chapter starts with a very confident statement of the presidents of New York, where they say that there are only two levels of Grand Central Station, but Charlie says that there are three because he has been there. Now when he goes to his psychiatrist friend, who is Sam, and he talks about the third level of the Grand Central Station, and Sam called this as a waking dream wish fulfillment of Charlie, that he was daydreaming and he really wanted that the third level should exist in today's time. That is the reason that he believes that the third level of the Grand Central Station exists. He also adds that Charlie was unhappy because the modern world was full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it. He just wanted to escape. So he describes the belief of Charlie about the presence of the third level, that it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. He was unhappy, that was the reason he was believing about its existence, and also because of the modern world, which is very insecure, and there are so many things that he wanted to escape. Further, Sam also said that his stamp collection habit is also a temporary refuge from reality, but Charlie here believes that his stamp collection habit came from his grandfather. His grandfather started his stamp collection, and during his time, there was no such war, worry, or fear. So, this is not a temporary refuge. So, he believes that his stamp collection is not like that. The people believe that it is a temporary escape, but he also cites an example saying that President Roosevelt collected stamps too. So it is not an escape, it is just a habit. अब हमारे चैप्टर में चार्ली हमें एक स्टोरी तो नहीं कह सकते, हमें एक एपिसोड सुनाते हैं उनकी लाइफ का जो प्रीवियसली हो चुका है. And he starts by saying that one night last summer he was working late at his office and he wanted to go to his apartment. He was in a hurry basically, so he took the subway because it was faster than the bus to reach his apartment. Quickly, he took the subway because it was faster than the bus, and he said, I don't know what all things happened further, why they happened to me, because he describes himself as an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old, and he was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. And he said that I passed a dozen of people, a dozen of men who looked just like me. So this was the dressing style of the modern period where Charlie was living, and he said everything was normal. I was not trying to escape anything. I just wanted to get home to Louisa, my wife. And now he explains further that he went down to the first level of the Grand Central Station where trains like 20th century people take trains like 20th century, and then he walked to another flight to the second level where the suburban trains leave from. तो फर्स्ट लेवल पे 20th सेंचुरी की तरह ट्रेन्स मिलती हैं और सेकेंड लेवल पे suburban ट्रेन्स होती हैं. Okay, ducked into an arched doorway heading for the subway and got lost. So further he says कि मैं एक डोरवे को पास किया और सबवे में गया और मैं वहाँ पे खो गया. So this is a very shocking statement. And then he further adds that it is very easy to do, it is very easy to get lost because he has been in and out of Grand Central Station hundreds of times, and he is always bumping into new doorways and stairs and corridors, which means that the Grand Central Station is huge. It is huge, and sometimes, he got into a tunnel and he came out of the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another time he got into a building on 46th Street, which was 3 blocks away. So this was his imagination. In reality, Grand Central Station is huge, it is big, but this, getting lost is a very unusual thing which Charlie says here. So he also adds another statement by saying that it is like a growing tree. pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. Now he gives the Grand Central Station uh, an image of a tree where it pushes new corridors and staircases like roots, showing that it was very huge and that's the reason he got lost. Now he further adds that there was a long tunnel where that nobody knows about, and there was a Times Square to the Central Park, and he has been there so many times because he got lost. But I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. So all of these things, it was just the imagination of Charlie, that it is like a tree where new corridors and doorways are coming and all of that. And further he adds that the corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward, and I thought that I was wrong, but I kept on walking. So, this is his explanation of how he reached the third level. All he could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps, and I didn't pass a soul, which means he was trying to say here that I was alone who was there in the corridor. I took a sharp turn left, I went down a short flight of stairs, then I came out. And when I came out, I saw that I was on the third level of Grand Central Station. So this was the whole process. Like he took a corridor, he took left, he turned down a flight of stairs, and then he came out on the third level of the Grand Central Station. Now, for a moment, he thought that he was on the second level, but then he started observing things. Now, what gave the confirmation to Charlie that he was actually on the third level was that the room was smaller, there were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. And the man in the booth wore a green eye shade and a long black sleeve protectors. The lights were dim and sort of flickering. Then I saw why they were open flame gas lights. Open flame gas lights are मशाल, जो हमारी ओपन फायर होती है, जिन्हें हम मशाल बोलते हैं हिंदी में, वो जल रही थी. देयर वर brass spittoons on the floor. Brass spittoons are the metal pots. And then he also noticed a man who was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. He took out a gold watch and he noticed the man. He was wearing a derby hat, a black four button suit with tiny lapels, and he had a big black handlebar mustache. So, this was very much different from the modern description of the dressing style which he gave earlier. Then he also tried to look for some more things which could give him confirmation that he was actually on the third level. So he also saw that everybody was dressed like 1890 something. This was his mindset. Then he also saw a woman who was again dressed in a 1890 style. Then he saw a locomotive, that is a brand of a train where the goods are taken away. It was a Courier and Eves locomotive with a funnel shaped stack. And then I knew. So he saw so many things and he was confirmed with the fact that he was on the third level. Now, to make surety of his, to be more sure, he walked to a newsboy and he asked for a newspaper. The World. The newspaper was titled The World and it hasn't been published for years. That means it was very old newspaper which has not been published for years. So he read the, like the front story. It was about President Cleveland. He was also a previous president जो पहले का था. And then he read the date which was June 11, 1894. तो उसे पक्की श्योरिटी कहाँ से हुई? जब उसने न्यूज़पेपर बाय किया और उसने उसकी डेट पढ़ी. तो उसको क्या कहते हैं, he got really excited that he was on the third level and he went to the ticket window to buy 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. चार्ली गेल्सबर्ग जाना चाहता था 1894 के टाइम पे, क्योंकि वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा पीसफुल इन्वायरमेंट था. वहाँ पे बिग ओल्ड फ्रेम हाउसेस, ह्यूज लॉन्स, ट्रिमेंडस ट्रीज were there. The summer evenings were twice as long. People sat out on their lawns, the men smoking cigars and talking quietly, the women waving palm leaf fans with the fireflies all around in a peaceful world. वो पीस चाहता था अपनी लाइफ में और वो 1894 के पीस को रिवाइव करना चाहता था, जीना चाहता था, इसलिए वो गेल्सबर्ग जाना चाहता था. To be back there with the First World War still 20 years off and World War II over 40 years in the future. I wanted 2 tickets for that. 2 tickets क्यों लेनी थी? एक अपने लिए और एक अपनी वाइफ के लिए. बट वो जाना क्यों चाहता था? क्योंकि वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा पीसफुल था, वर्ल्ड वॉर से बहुत दूर, बहुत पहले का टाइम था, कोई टेंशन, वरी या स्ट्रेस नहीं था। अब जब वो टिकट काउंटर पे गया वहाँ पे, तो उन्होंने पैसे दिए। चार्ली गेव मनी टू बाय द टिकट्स, बट वहाँ पे जो मैन था, ही सेड दैट इन मनी मिस्टर, एंड इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू स्किम मी यू वोंट गेट वेरी फार। ट्राइंग टू स्किम मी मीन्स इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू फूल मी यू वोंट गेट वेरी फार। अब उसने ड्रॉर में देखा जब टिकट काउंटर के, तो वहाँ पे ओल्ड स्टाइल बिल्स थे। अब उससे पता चल गया दैट दे वर वेरी डिफरेंट लुकिंग फ्रॉम द प्रेजेंट टाइम्स। सो ही टर्नड अवे, और वो वहाँ से थर्ड लेवल से वो बाहर आ गया। He said there's nothing nice about jail even in 1894. So this is a bit of a humor thrown by the author that jails are never nice whether it is 1894 or the present times. अब जब वो प्रेजेंट टाइम में आया, व्हेन चार्ली केम बैक फ्रॉम द थर्ड लेवल, जब वो प्रेजेंट टाइम में आया, तो वो अगले दिन कहा गया लंच के टाइम पे वो $300 निकाल के गया, जितना भी उसके पास था, ओल्ड स्टाइल करेंसी में। क्यों ओल्ड स्टाइल करेंसी में? क्यों? दैट रियली वरीड माई साइकेट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड, बिकॉज उसका माइंड सेट वही था कि मुझे दोबारा से थर्ड लेवल पे जाना है और फिर से टिकट्स लेनी है। ओके, माई $300 ब्रॉट लेस दैन 200 इन ओल्ड स्टाइल बिल्स, बट आई डिडंट केयर। Eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894. अगेन दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। वहाँ पे वो कहते हैं कि मेरे $300 मैंने प्रेजेंट उसमें कन्वर्ट कराए ओल्ड स्टाइल बिल्स में, और मुझे लेस दैन 200 मिले। मुझे कम अमाउंट मिला ऑफ द अमाउंट विच आई एक्चुअली drew out of the bank, but I didn't care. Why didn't he care? Because in 1894 the value of the money was quite cheap. Even 1 rupee was equal to 100 rupee in present time. So that was the reason कि अगर उसे ज़्यादा पैसे निकाल के कम भी मिले, so he had no problem with that. नाउ अब नेक्स्ट इशू क्या हुआ? ही नेवर फाउंड द थर्ड लेवल। उसने बहुत सारे कॉरिडोर्स में ट्राई किया, बट उसे वो कॉरिडोर मिला ही नहीं जहाँ पे वो थर्ड लेवल पे गया था। हिज वाइफ वॉज रियली वरिड व्हेन चार्ली टोल्ड अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग, हाउ ही टुक आउट द मनी एंड अबाउट द थर्ड लेवल। सो अब उसने क्या किया, वो रुक गया, उसने ढूंढा नहीं थर्ड लेवल थोड़ी देर बाद, और वो स्टैम्प कलेक्शन पे वापस आ गया, बिकॉज लोगों को लगता था कि इट वॉज अ टेम्प्रेरी एस्केप फ्रॉम reality. But now we are both looking every weekend, because now we have a proof that the third level is still there. लेकिन अब ऐसा क्या हो गया कि वो दोबारा से ढूंढ रहे हैं थर्ड लेवल को? क्योंकि माई फ्रेंड सैम वीनर डिसअपियर्ड। जो उसका साइकाट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड था, ही गॉट डिसअपियर्ड. Nobody knew where, but I sort of suspected because Sam was a city boy and I used to tell him about Galesburg. I went to school there and he always said he liked the sound of the place. And that's where he is, alright, in 1894. उसका फ्रेंड जो था वो डिसअपियर हो गया। अब वो क्यों गया 1894 में? क्योंकि वो एक सिटी बॉय था। जब भी चार्ली उसे टेल सुनाता था अबाउट गेल्सबर्ग की, उसे हमेशा सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगता था, और अब वो वहीं पे है 1894 में, ऐसा चार्ली को लगता है। क्यों क्यों लगता है उसे ऐसा? बिकॉज वन नाइट फसिंग विद माई स्टैम्प कलेक्शन आई फाउंड, वेल डू यू नो वॉट अ फर्स्ट डे कवर इज़? अब यहाँ पे वो हमें एक्सप्लेनेशन देते हैं अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट अ फर्स्ट डे कवर। वो स्टैम्प कलेक्शन में ढूंढ रहा होता है, तो फर्स्ट डे कवर मिलता है उसको। व्हाट इज़ अ फर्स्ट डे कवर? When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of sale, and the postmark proves the date. The envelope is called a first day cover. They are never opened. You just put a blank paper in the envelope. तो जितने भी स्टैम्प कलेक्टर्स होते हैं, जब भी कोई नया स्टैम्प इशू होता है, ये स्टैम्प कलेक्टर्स वो स्टैम्प को खरीदते हैं और ख़ुद को ही मेल करते हैं एक खाली पेपर डाल के, ताकि उसकी डेट जो प्रूफ करे कि ये इस दिन इशू हुआ था। सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड अ फर्स्ट डे कवर। और उसको उनको कभी खोला नहीं जाता क्योंकि उसके अंदर कोई लेटर नहीं होता। यूजुअली अ ब्लैंक पेपर इज़ प्लेस्ड इनसाइड द एनवलप। लेकिन उस दिन जब उसने क्या कहते हैं अपने स्टैम्प कलेक्शन देख रहा था, उसे कुछ ऐसा मिला जो वहाँ पे नहीं होना चाहिए था। It was there because someone had mailed it to my grandfather at his home is Galesburg. गेल्सबर्ग में किसी में उसके ग्रैंडफादर को मेल किया गया था, और उसकी डेट थी जुलाई 18, 1894. अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। द स्टैम्प वॉज a 6 cent dull brown with a picture of President Garfield. Naturally, when the envelope came to Grandad in the mail, it went right into his stamp collection and stayed there till I took it out and opened it. लेकिन उसने जुलाई 18, 1894 वाला स्टैम्प खोला और उसके अंदर पेपर जो था वो ब्लैंक नहीं था, उस पे ऊपर लिखा हुआ था, और ये जो उसके ऊपर लिखा हुआ था, इट वॉज अ लेटर फ्रॉम सैम वीनर टू चार्ली explaining him that he found the third level. He has been there for 2 weeks and he says, वहाँ पे डिस्क्रिप्शन देता है कि क्या क्या हो रहा है वहाँ पे, और वो उन्हें एंड में बोलता है कि उसे ढूंढते रहो जब तक तुम्हें मिलता नहीं। वो वर्ड, इट्स वर्थ इट, बिलीव मी। सो दिस इज सैम, द नोट इज साइंड सैम। तो ये सैम ने उनको भेजा होता है, और जब वो कंफर्म करने के लिए कॉइन स्टोर पे जाता है, उसे पता चलता है कि सैम ने $800 वर्थ ओल्ड स्टाइल करेंसी के निकाले थे। क्यों निकाले थे? क्योंकि वो वहाँ पे एक हे फीड एंड ग्रेन बिजनेस चलाना चाहता था। ही ऑलवेज सेड दैट दैट्स व्हाट ही रियली विश he could do, and he certainly can't go back to his old business. Not in Galesburg, Illinois, in 1894. His old business? Why? Sam was my psychiatrist. सैम जो था वो एक साइकाट्रिस्ट था। 1894 में इतना फियर वरी वॉर नहीं था कि वहाँ पे एक साइकाट्रिस्ट एज अ प्रोफेशन चाहिए होता था। तो इसलिए वो गेल्सबर्ग में अपना प्रेजेंट प्रोफेशन नहीं, एक हे फीड और ग्रेन बिजनेस का प्रोफेशन चलाना चाहता था, और इसीलिए वो वहाँ पे गया था। अब चैप्टर यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो जाता है, बट द थिंग विच गोज इन आर माइंड इज वॉट एक्चुअली हैपेंड एंड वॉट नॉट। बिकॉज जो हमारा नरेटर है, ही यूजेस एन इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ टाइम एंड स्पेस इन द स्टोरी, वेयर देर आर सर्टन एलिमेंट्स which tell us about what really happened, and there are certain elements which are just an imagination of Charlie. सो फ्रेंड्स सी, जो जो रियलिटी में हुआ वो ये था कि उसको ऐसा लगता था कि वो थर्ड लेवल पे गया। ही ऑलवेज हैव अ बिलीव दैट ही वेंट टू द थर्ड लेवल, बट इन रियलिटी ही नेवर वेंट टू द थर्ड लेवल। इट वॉज ओनली हिज इमेजिनेशन। उसकी इमेजिनेशन इतनी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई थी दैट ही फेल्ट दैट ही वेंट टू द थर्ड लेवल, एंड द काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन ही हैड इन हिज माइंड clearly gives a picture of his imagination. It is only his imagination that he went to the third level, and he took out the money, and then they try again, but he never found it again. And to give him a confirmation that third level actually exists, he further imagined that Sam got disappeared and he went there to the third level, जहाँ से उसे लेटर आया होता है। और फिर सैम क्यों गया होता है? बिकॉज ही वॉन्टेड टू कैरी आउट हिज हे फीड एंड ग्रेन बिजनेस। बट द रियलिटी हियर इज दैट चार्ली नेवर वेंट टू द थर्ड लेवल। चार्ली ओनली इमेजिन्ड दैट थर्ड लेवल पे वो गया, और वहाँ पे उसने ये किया, और कैसे सैम को उसने भेज दिया वहाँ पे अपनी ही इमेजिनेशन में, सो दैट वो रियलिटी में कन्विंस्ड हो कि थर्ड लेवल एग्जिस्ट करता है। So it is a kind of a intersection of time and space which can be seen in the story, which Jack Finney has portrayed in a very confusing manner. But it is very clear that he never went there. It was only his imagination which led him to imagine things on such an extent where it is very difficult to differentiate between what is real and what is his imagination. And further thing, one more thing which is very important here is the reason why he used to imagine all this. He used to imagine all this because people often yearn for a simpler life which is less stressful, which is more peaceful. And the modern period in which Charlie was living, it was very much full of insecurity. First World War और Second World War हो चुका था। वो एक पीसफुल लाइफ जीना चाहता था गेल्सबर्ग की तरह, जब वो 1894 में हुआ करता था। तो इस रीज़न की वजह से उसने ये पूरी चीज़ें इमेजिन करी, एंड ही सॉट टू कन्विंस हिज वाइफ एज वेल कि वो रियलिटी में है, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं सब लोग ही एक वरी और फियर में जी रहे थे। बट असल में क्या हुआ था कि वो कभी गया नहीं था, उसको कभी थर्ड लेवल मिला नहीं था। वो सिर्फ उसकी इमेजिनेशन थी कि वो गया है वहाँ पे, और वो सिर्फ एक एस्केप ढूंढ रहा था अपनी रियलिटी से। सो ही वॉज ओनली लुकिंग फॉर एन एस्केप, and there is a intersection of time and space in the story which is really important, which helps us to differentiate between what actually happened and what actually not happened. So जो हमारा मेन वैल्यू और थीम है इस चैप्टर का, दैट इज़ ओनली थिंग दैट पीपल दे प्रेफर टू लिव अ पीसफुल लाइफ, अ लेस स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ, and that is the reason Charlie also wanted the same, because of which he imagined all the third level story. So I hope you understood the chapter, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video, you get to know it. Thanks. Bye bye.